morning guys of NouNation and welcome to another video of Ask NouNation. It's me, it's the Terminator, and as my mother always says, the most important thing in the morning is to have breakfast. So I will have my breakfast while I talk about the most important thing in the world, Football Club Barcelona. As you know, we chose a few of the questions to answer them the best way we can, the best way I can, the Terminator way. So stay seated, relax, and let's start with the first question from Numan Shahik. Who do you think will grow up to be the best out of these three? Munir, Rafinha or Sergi Roberto? Well, in my opinion, I will go with Sergi Roberto. Maybe Rafinha was unlucky because he was injured for a long time, but Sergi Roberto he has shown us that he could be our next Xavi or Iniesta, and those are the players that really move the ball for Football Club Barcelona. So in my opinion, if Sergi Roberto keeps playing like this, he will be the best player out of these three, out of Munir, Rafinha and Sergi Roberto. So that's my choice. If you have a better one, if you would choose another one, write it right here below. Now let's talk a little bit about a few players that you have been asking about. For example, Alejandro Parodi and Martin Rafter, they've asked about Denis Suarez. And Alejandro says, what's up with Denis Suarez? Any updates on the possibility of him coming back next season? Well guys, Martin, Alejandro, relax, Denis Suarez will come 99% for sure. That's what I have read in the newspapers, and Denis Suarez is going to be in the first squad next season for Football Club Barcelona. So that's good news for us and also for him. The next question is from Sam Chile. Who should be the next right back after Dani Alves, and does Barca need a new left back to compete with Jordi Alba instead of Adriano? Well, you know, maybe Dani Alves might leave. So if he leaves, we have Alex Vidal, and I would go for Mario Gaspar from Villarreal or Hector Bellerin from Arsenal. If we have to choose one to be next to Alex Vidal to compete against him in the right side. Then on the left side it's a little bit more complicated because it's true, we only have Jordi Alba and Adriano might also leave this season. So maybe one from La Masia. I've been looking for Grimaldo, and he could be a great choice to be there in case Jordi Alba needs to rest from time to time. So maybe Grimaldo would be a great option. Now let's go with the next question from Bogdan Pasim. What do you think about Bartra? I know that you love seeing him play, but do you think that he needs more playing time? Well, Bartra I think is a good player, and Luis Enrique didn't use him that much. Then he needs minutes like every player to show how good he is. Maybe if Luis Enrique keeps training the team next season, maybe the best thing for Bartra is to leave the team and play in another team where he could be there all the time playing as a defense and grow up and be a good player and maybe come back in a few years. If I would be the trainer, I wouldn't sell him. That's just my opinion. The next question is from Michael Coleman. Would you take Thiago Silva in the summer? He wants a Barca move because he's desperate to win a Champions League, and obviously Barca have the highest chance of winning it. I would take him, and when he gets 35, sell him and get Laporte when he gets 24 or 25. Why would I take Silva? Because he's really powerful in the air and really calm on ball, strong and very hard to dribble him. I really like him and he fits our style perfect. Well, Michael Coleman, I agree with you. I think Thiago Silva is a great player. I like him a lot, and I think next to Piqué could be a magnificent wall and nobody could go through both of them. But the other thing is, we wanted Thiago Silva a few years ago. He went for the money to Paris Saint-Germain. Now he wants to come. He's 31 years old, and it looks like Barcelona is looking for younger center-backs to grow them up to the Barcelona style. Maybe it's a chance to bring Thiago Silva and bring another younger one to have both things, you know, the experience of Thiago Silva and a younger one to train him and show him the style of Barcelona. Now, the next question is from Antonia Knetzovic. Do you think that someone from the MSN is going to win the Ballon d'Or? And also Noeman was asking if I think that Suarez could win the Ballon d'Or. Well, I think one of those three will win the Ballon d'Or, and maybe might be Suarez. He's in a great moment, scoring a lot of goals, 54 at the moment this season. If he scores the same amount next season, he could win the Ballon d'Or easily. He's the best 9 I know right now, and Messi will also be there. Let's see what happens with Cristiano Ronaldo, with Neymar and other players. But I think Suarez could win it, and of course one of the MSN will. Now, this next question is very interesting, and I would also like to know your answer, guys, because it was hard for me to answer it. Ines Amigorena, what would you say is your Barça guilty pleasure? Something that you don't like to be feeling, because most Barça fans wouldn't agree. I was thinking about it a lot, and I would love to read your comments and your opinions about these questions. I will say that my guilty Barça pleasure would be Rakitic. I will explain myself. Rakitic for me is now the best midfielder that Barcelona has. Yes, Busquets, Iniesta, they are great. But when I watch a game, I see Rakitic giving it all because he knows he's not the fastest one, but he tries to run all the time. He knows that he's not the best shooter, but he always tries to shoot from outside the area, and he's there to score a few goals, and he tries to be always there when another player needs him next to him. And I know Luis Enrique always changes him for Sergio, Roberto, or Turan. But in my opinion, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me, Rakitic is the best midfielder that we have. My brother, that's my guilty pleasure. His hair is my guilty pleasure. And now to finish, the last question is about Neymar. A lot of people have been worried about Neymar. What's going to happen with him? What's wrong with him? For example, Potato Peels, Master Barça, Niklaus Ardasasta, and also Sirahum Munir Fahim. Why the Catalan newspapers are running a campaign against Neymar? What's wrong with them creating a poll about selling him as to destroy his moral and make him less confident in front of goal? What is to gain if we sell him for $1 billion? He's the future best player, and the ire of Leo that he proved when Leo was injured. Isn't that stupid to talk this crap when the player is targeted by so many clubs including Madrid, and that can influence him to leave us? Well, I totally agree with you. I think we shouldn't be talking or writing shit about our players. We should support them in the good and bad moments. Maybe it's true that Neymar is not in his great and best moment, but remember, when Messi was injured for 2 months, he stood up together with Suarez, and that's why, thanks to them, we were first in La Liga, we were in the 16th round of the Champions League, we were also in the quarterfinals of the Spanish Cup, thanks to their goals and assists and great plays. Also, those two gave us the 0-4 against Madrid in Santiago Bernabeu. And Neymar is the hire of Messi. He will be the next Ballon d'Or if he keeps playing like this. And if we just criticize him and talk bad about him, he might get tired and leave. Because Paris Saint-Germain, they want to have a new star as part of Ibrahimovic, bring Neymar. Also Florentino Perez would love to have Neymar. Manchester City could also pay for him, and also Manchester United. So we should take care for the players we love and support them all the time so they stay in Barcelona. Because think about it, when Messi and Suarez will not be there, who will we have? It's Neymar. So he will be the future, so let's give him love, some nice love to Neymar. Now, I'm going to keep having my breakfast, but thank you guys for these beautiful questions. Don't hesitate to ask more. Remember, hashtag #NouNation right here below so I can answer your questions. And until next time I see you, subscribe to our NouNation YouTube channel, clicking the spotlight right here below, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Have a wonderful day. Also, have breakfast. Very important to stay strong. Black meat. See you next time.